Hello chess enthusiast, my name is Miha and welcome to my chessrealm YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you a recent game from Magnus Carlsen Tour. As you know, Magnus Carlsen and Hikaru Nakamura are in the finals and are tied to 1-1 in sets. So in the third set they played 6 games and this was the decisive one. Nakamura had white pieces and he started with e4, e5, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop to b5, knight to f6, and we have Berlin defense of Ruy Lopez or Spanish game. White plays d3, bishop to c5, bishop takes on c6, black recaptures. Of course, white cannot take the pawn on e5 because then queen goes to d4 and white either loses knight or gets checkmated. So in the game, white played knight from b to d2, black castles kingside and queen to e2. f2 pawn is now protected, so black protects his e pawn with rook to e8, knight to c4 and knight to d7. Carlsen makes the same maneuver which we have seen in some other games in this event. He wants to deploy the knight to e6. White plays bishop to d2, b5, removing one of the attackers on pawn on e5. So knight to e3, knight to f8, h4. White is launching an attack on the black king. Black plays knight to e6, sacrificing the pawn on e5, and white accepts the sacrifice, so knight goes to e5. Black is counting on knight to d4 with discover attack on the knight and on the queen. But immediately knight to d4 is met with knight to f7. Now black cannot exchange queens because then he is 2 pawns down with no compensation, and if king takes on f7 then queen to h5, double attack on king and bishop, and this is winning for white. So black, not sensing any danger, played a5 and white responded with queen to h5, and black is now in trouble. Queen is eyeing the f7 square and knight is also attacking c6 pawn, so difficult position for black. Maybe rook to f8 protecting the f7 pawn would be the best reply, although after taking the pawn on c6 white would still have material advantage. In the game, black played g6, not the best move. Queen goes to f3, f6, and now knight takes on c6, attacking the queen, so queen to d7. White is much better. There are many ways to finish the game. For example, knight to g4, even if black captures on c6, then queen to f6, threatening mate in 1 on h6. Bishop to f8 doesn't help, then knight to e5 attacking the queen, and with h-pawn push, white is opening line and has a winning position. In the game, white played queen to f6, sacrificing the knight. Black accepts the sack, so queen takes on c6, bishop to c3, rook to f8, trying to create some space for black king in the middle, but in vain. Queen goes to h8, king to g7, queen takes on h7, king to e8, queen to g6, king to d7, and now d4, trying to open some lines. If black removes the bishop, then d5 with double attack, so black counterattacked bishop, but white played d takes on c5, and now black has to take on c3 or he is down in material. But if he takes then rook to d1, check, king to e7, knight to d5, king has to go to d line and then discover attack. Black loses decisive material, and realizing this, in this position Magnus Carlsen resigned the game and Nakamura therefore won the third set of Magnus Carlsen Tour finals and took the lead 2-1. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. More will come from Magnus Carlsen Tour, so stay tuned. Of course, I invite you to visit my Instagram page. That's it for now and see you soon.